Lance Armstrong, Sun Yang, Ben Johnson, and Marion Jones, all famous Olympic athletes, right? The word athlete comes from the ability to be pushed to your natural limits. Keyword, natural. These athletes are all examples of people who were punished for using performance-enhancing steroids during the Olympics. Today, I will be discussing why performance-enhancing steroids should be regulated and supervised by examining the medical effects, the psychological effects, and the unintegrative behavior within athletics with these athletes. To give these athletes a benefit of the doubt, being tested in the Olympics isn't always fair. For example, Shelby Houlihan, an Olympic runner, was banned from the Olympics for 4 years due to a positive test from a banned substance. This opposes the regulation of performance-enhancing steroids because this was out of Houlihan's control. There are so many supplements and vitamins that people take each day to look good and build muscle. Taking too much of harsh substances, such as creatine monohydrate, can cause many long-term medical problems. So, should you take these substances? Doing research is very beneficial, as taking them uneducated can lead you to making harmful choices for your body. According to the National Library of Medicine, a study done on younger people indicated that taking too much of these substances put them at risk for more emergency medical situations, which included frequent emergency room visits, disabilities, and possibly premature death. It isn't the short-term usage of these drugs, it's the long-term usage that gets these people. Preventing these things by regulating your amount-to-day ratio can make this all the better. Not only is taking too much of these supplements a problem, but sometimes the labels are misprinted, which makes them inaccurate. The inaccuracy of these labels is crucial for the cardiovascular effects that comes with these supplements. The harmful substance known as anabolic androgenic steroids, or AAS, is found in many supplements. In a study done, 15 to 60% of supplements tested contained AAS, which is a huge cause of cardiovascular disease. Serious medical effects aren't the only thing that happens when taking these steroids. The psychological effects are just as important. The two main types of steroids are anabolics, or AAS, and corticosteroids. Anabolic steroids are used to help with your muscles, and corticosteroids are used to treat diseases. Anabolic steroids are just as similar as testosterone in males. So basically, enhancing yourself with more anabolic steroids is just the same as having more testosterone. According to the USADA, the psychological effects of these steroids are heavy. These symptoms can include increased aggravation, sexual appetite, and deep mood swings. In a deeper research done by A Lust for Life, taking too much of these steroids aren't just medicinal, but psychological. These behaviors include hallucinations, delusion, and manic behavior. Withdrawal from these steroids include depression, insomnia, anxiety, anorexia, and body dysmorphia. Not just psychological and medical effects, but the unintegrity within these steroids is insane. Who thinks it's fair to win by cheating? Integrity in life and just in athletics is heavily valued across all aspects of people. Earlier in my introduction, I mentioned that athletics comes from the ability to be pushed to your natural limits. According to the philosophy, logic, and scientific method, it makes a point to say that The point of athletics is to be pushed to your natural limits. Enhancing yourself with steroids, artificially enhancing yourself, is at essence with the odds of this point. An example of a non-synthetic steroid is blood doping. The article goes on to say that blood doping should be regulated because it is an increase of your red blood cells, which increases your stamina overall. This gives people who don't dope a disadvantage, and having them choose to be pushed to their natural limits. This effect, called the arms race, is where the person who is doping is pressuring the people who don't to involve themselves in these steroids because they are subsequently winning more races than people who don't. Doping is unfair because it is deemed cheating. A way that you can naturally enhance yourself is by getting trainers, changing your diet, more equipment, and this is helpful because it is natural and legal. This gives you an excellent advantage by these pieces. Competing illegally could harm you personally and your team, especially in the Olympics. Today I taught you that the regulation of steroids the use of steroids should be regulated and supervised by examining the medical effects, the psychological effects, and the unintegrative behavior within athletics. No matter the sport, whether it's cycling, swimming, or running, the only way to ensure fairness is by regulating the use of these steroids. In doing so, perhaps the next Lance, Soon, Ben, or Johnson can achieve elite athlete status without compromising their role model status. Thank you.